Hello and welcome everyone to daily news analysis of the Indian Express and the Hindu for UPSC Civil Services preparation. So today is 3rd November. So in this video, we will look at news items which are relevant from our exam point of view. Then we will see some of the data as well as examples which can be used in enriching our mains answers. And then in the end, we will look at MCQs framed based on today's newspapers. So let's get started. So the first news item is related to GS2 polity, where it says DMK seeks support for recalling Tamil Nadu governor. So there has been tussle that is ongoing between the governor of Tamil Nadu and the ruling dispensation of the state. And this is not the case in Tamil Nadu alone, rather in Kerala as well. The ruling party is accusing the governor to run a parallel government. So governor related controversies are coming up recently from Tamil Nadu and Kerala. That is why this topic becomes important from PRELIMS point of view. So let us understand some of the facts about governor. So governor is appointed by president for a period of 5 years, subject to pleasure of president. Means president can remove governor in between as well. Now, when it comes to functions of governor, under Article 163, Council of Ministers aid and advise governor on his duties, and governor has to act on aid and advice of Council of Ministers, except at times when he can take decision based on his discretion. Further, under Article 164, Governor appoints Chief Minister, and further, Governor appoints Council of Ministers on advice of Chief Minister. And one more fact about Governor is Governor take his oath before Chief Justice of High Court, or in his absence, any other judge appointed by him. So these are the facts that you should remember from PRELIMS point of view. Forward, there is a news item in Explain page about disqualification of MLAs and MPs at times of conviction by the court. So recently, Uttar Pradesh legislator was convicted on hate crime charges, and as a result of it, the Uttar Pradesh Assembly Secretariat has disqualified him from his seat, and his seat was declared vacant. So let us understand about the relevant provisions in statute that are relevant from our exam point of view. So Section 8 of RPA Act 1951 talks about decriminalization of electoral politics, where it has certain provisions to debar the candidates or legislators from entering into politics or from contesting elections if they are guilty of charges mentioned under this provision. So under this section, there are two categories under which a person can be disqualified. So under first category, there are offenses which would lead to disqualification for a period of 6 years upon any conviction. Means even if a person is convicted for 1 day under the charges mentioned in this section, then he would be disqualified for 6 years. So this category include speeches causing enmity among groups, bribery and personation during elections, offenses related to rape, cruelty to women, etc. So under this category, even if a person is charged, convicted for any amount of time, he or she will be disqualified for 6 years. Now, there is another category under which A person would be disqualified for 6 years if a minimum sentence of 2 years is given to such candidate. So these are the two categories under which a person can be debarred or disqualified for 6 years. Now, before 2013, RP Act had provisions to give chances to sitting legislators to file for the order while staying as a legislator, which was a discriminatory provision and which was then removed in famous Lily Thomas versus Union of India case, where Supreme Court has struck down this provision as unconstitutional. So this case is important when we talk about decriminalization of politics. Now, can this disqualification be removed? Now, there are relevant provisions and relevant remedies which are available in these kind of cases. So first is appealing in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has power to stay not only the sentence but also conviction of a person. This is one remedy. The other is RPA itself provides remedy through Election Commission, where the Election Commission may record reasons to either reduce or remove the period of disqualification. For example, it has done the same in case of Sikkim Chief Minister P.S. Tamang, who was convicted under corruption charges. So overall, in summary, if you understand it, Section 8 of RPA has relevant provisions to decriminalize the electoral politics. There are two categories that attract disqualification upon conviction. Under one category, if a person is convicted for any amount of time, he or she will be disqualified for 6 years. And in other category, if a person is convicted for at least 2 years, then he will be disqualified for 6 years. And when it comes to remedy, Supreme Court as well as Election Commission has power to review the cases. Now, moving forward, there is another news item related to GS2 constitutional bodies. So, Pahadi ethnic community added to scheduled tribes list of Jammu and Kashmir. So recently, National Commission of Scheduled Tribes has cleared the way for inclusion of Pahadi ethnic tribe from Jammu Kashmir Union Territory to be included under scheduled tribe. The other tribes that are included in this list are Pandari tribe, Koli tribe, Gadda Brahman tribe as well. Now, once the NCST has recommended the provisions, the cabinet will take decision on this. So from prelims point of view, let us understand about National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, that is NCST. So it was formed in 2004 by amending Article 338 and inserted Article 338A by 89th Constitutional Amendment Act 2003. So basically, NCST is formed under Article 338A by amending Article 338 by 89th Constitutional Amendment Act 2003. And since it is formed by amending the Constitution, it is a constitutional body. Now it sees various aspects about welfare of scheduled tribes, implementation of safeguards of provisions for scheduled tribes, etc. Now its composition is consists of a chairperson, a vice chairperson, and 3 other members. So total 5 members, 1 chairman plus 1 vice chairman plus 3 other members. So total 5 members. In fact, the same composition holds true for NCSC, that is National Commission of Scheduled Tribe, Scheduled Caste, and NCBC as well, National Commission of Backward Classes. These two are also constitutional bodies, and they are appointed by President by warrant under his hand and seal. So just keep these facts in mind from prelims point of view. Now moving forward, This news item is related to international relations, where recently North Korea have fired at least 20 missiles east and west to its southern neighbor, that is South Korea, and one missile has landed in territorial waters of South Korea. And this incident has occurred after 1953. So the situation is quite volatile in this region. What was the reason behind the action of North Korea? So recently, South Korea and USA are conducting drills in the adjoining regions under the name Operation Vigilant Storm. Now, the North Korea is threatened by the presence of USA and its vessels in this region. And the reason given by North Korea is that the number of warplanes involved in vigilant storms were proof of the drills were aggressive and proactive, and that is why it has taken such a step. Now let us see what development takes place, but let us understand the geography of both the countries, that is North Korea and South Korea. So both countries are neighbor. This is North Korea, this is South Korea. North Korea is close to China and Russia. In fact, it shares borders with China and Russia in the north and South Korea in the south, whereas South Korea shares land border only with North Korea. On the north, it is Sea of Japan, that is East Sea, and in the south, it is Yellow Sea. Here it is Japan. So this becomes important from prelims point of view. Now, moving forward, there is another news item that is related to India and UK. India UK FTA will tighten screw on generic drugs MSF. So recently there has been talks around that India and UK will sign a free trade agreement very soon. So in that regard, has been a leaked document that is circulating around, which talks about tightening screws over generic drugs, which may threaten the health security of India. And that is why Doctors Without Borders, an NGO, has warned against such provisions, and it says that this would be harmful for health point of view for India as well as for other nations as well, because India is a large destination of exporter of generic drugs. So let's see the development around this news, as this is an alleged leaked document. So in coming days you will see more about it. From prelims point of view, let me give you some more facts. India recently signed FTA with UAE, with Australia as well. Now moving forward, there is another news item related to defense GS3, where maiden flight test of ballistic missile defense interceptor successful. So recently DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization, has conducted a test of ballistic missile defense interceptor missile that is capable of neutralizing the adversary's long range ballistic missile and aircraft. So which is another boost to our defense capabilities. So this can be used in means facts as well. Now from prelims point of view, just keep this in mind that missile was test fired from APJ Abdul Kalam Island, which is located in Odisha. So APJ Abdul Kalam Island is located in Odisha. Now moving forward, this news item pertains to environment, where it says construction ban, Kejriwal announces 5,000 for workers. So as the winter season is on, the air quality in Delhi has been deteriorating, and as a result of it, decision taken by government to ban the construction activities has been taken. So the government has given the 5,000 rupees to construction workers. Now this decision was taken by Commission for Air Quality Management in Delhi NCR, CAQM. Now let us understand about Commission of Air Quality Management for NCR and adjoining regions. So it is a statutory body formed in 2021. It replaced Environmental Pollution and Control Authority, which was appointed by Supreme Court in 1998 to look into air quality of National Capital Region. So this body has been dissolved and it has been taken over by this body. It looks after the air quality of the NCR region and adjoining areas, which are Rajasthan, Haryana, UP, and Punjab regions as well. Further, it acts as an overarching body over Central Pollution Control Board, state pollution boards, etc., and look over their decision as well. So this is about Commission for Air Quality Management. Now the air quality crossed into severe category for the first time in winter. So this severe category is based on air quality index. So this air quality index consists of 8 major pollutants, that is particulate matter 2.5, particulate matter 10, ozone, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, lead, and ammonia. As you can see that no CO2, that is carbon dioxide, is present for measuring the air quality. Now this air quality index is released by Central Pollution Control Board, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Now it gives 6 categories of air quality based on the weather condition as well as the amount of pollutants. So if air quality index score is 0 to 50, it is good, 51 to 100 satisfactory, 100 to 200 moderately polluted, 201 to 300 poor, 301 to 400 very poor, and 401 to 500 severe. So Delhi has reached the worst category in this index, that is severe category, which can cause respiratory problems, lung and heart disease patient can have severe health impacts. So that is why controlling the health quality becomes significant. Now moving forward, there is another news item related to Uttarakhand, where Uttarakhand government has been cutting down trees for Pakharo Tiger Safari project. So in this respect, the Forest Survey of India and Uttarakhand Forest Division are at loggerheads. Where Forest Survey of India claims that more trees have been cut down as against the number of trees that were assigned for, which is state that it is around 163 trees were officially allowed and 6,000 trees were cut in reality. So this is not relevant, but let us understand about Forest Survey of India. So it is a national organization responsible for assessment and monitoring of forest resources. It functions under Ministry of Environment and Forest. It is headquartered in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. So these facts are important from prelims point of view. So further, National Green Tribunal has taken suo motu cognizance of the matter. So given the developments, NGT have taken suo motu cognizance of the matter and is looking into this matter. Now from prelims point of view, let us understand about National Green Tribunal. So it is a statutory body formed under National Green Tribunal Act 2010. This was formed for expeditious disposal of cases related to environmental protection and conservation of forests. Its mandate is to dispose cases within 6 months. And further, it consists of chairman plus judicial and expert members both. Further, as we have seen, it can take suo motu cognizance and not guided by Code of Civil Procedure 1908. It is not guided by this, rather it is guided by principles of natural justice. So these facts are important from prelims point of view. Forward, this news item is related to Biosphere Reserve, where November 3 will be celebrated as International Day for Biosphere Reserves. Now, UNESCO has started Man and Biosphere program in 1971 for biodiversity conservation, ecosystem restoration, and living in harmony with nature. It has total 738 sites, out of which 12 are in India. So let us see what are these 12 sites that comes under Man and Biosphere Reserve program. So currently there are 18 biosphere reserves in India, out of which 12 are notified under MAP program. So let us see which are these 12. So Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand, Kanchenjunga in Sikkim, Norcake in Meghalaya, Sundarbans in West Bengal, Simlipal in Odisha, Achanakumar Amarkantak, Chhattisgarh and MP border, Panchmarhi, Madhya Pradesh, Great Nicobar, Andaman and Nicobar, Gulf of Mannar, Tamil Nadu, Agasthamalai, Tamil Nadu, Nilgiri, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and latest being Panna Biosphere Reserve. So these are 12 biosphere reserves that are under Man and Biosphere Reserve program. Latest being is Panna. Now, moving forward, this is an editorial related to the genetically modified crop, that is DMH11, that has been notified by Environment Ministry recently after recommendation of Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee. So currently it is allowed to be grown in the fields for producing more seeds, and later it will be allowed for commercial release. Now it has various benefits for India. For example, India is importing large amount of oil imports, so it would give a boost in that regard because it has around 25 to 30% more productivity. So that would enhance our oil production as well. So this editorial says that though the celebration of allowing this for growing is appreciated, but there has been various hurdles in the past as well. So it says that in 2017 as well, GEAC has cleared a plant and did a backtrack after the protest. Further in 2009, it has cleared BT brinjal, but after protest, it has taken back its decision. Why? Because agriculture is a state subject, and that is why the approval of these food crops is not easy. So it says that now it is time that we need to signal the transformation in this regard. And it says that the approval by GEAC must be way forward, where scientific consent rather than political considerations should determine the availability of products. Currently, this is not happening. Currently, political will and political considerations are taken front seat. But if this goes on, then our development in this regard may hindered. So it suggests that it is time that we need to give more respect to scientific mindset rather than political considerations if we need to ensure food security. Now moving forward, this news item is related to GS1 and 2, women and women organization and self-help groups. So SEWA founder, woman activist Ila Ben Bhatt died. So SEWA, that is Self-Employment Women Association, is one of largest self-help group which has provided jobs and self-sustainability to millions of women across India. And it started real growth towards women empowerment. So in that respect, this news is significant. This can be used in your mains answer writing as a case study as to how women can be empowered and how their development can be ensured. Now moving forward, the last news item is, despite Supreme Court prohibiting it, the use of two-finger test in rape cases has continued. Executive must be held accountable. So this news item is related to recent Supreme Court decision of banning the two-finger test on rape survivors. I have discussed it in very detail in my previous videos. You can watch that. So that is all for the news items. Now let's move forward to the last aspect, that is MCQs. So the first question is, consider correct statements about governor. Governor's term is mentioned in the constitution. Governor subscribe his oath in presence of president before entering his office. Your options are one only, two only, both, and none. Now to attempt this question, pause this video for 5 seconds and try to attempt this video. So as we have discussed that governor's term is mentioned in constitution, yes, it has 5 years term subject to pleasure of president. Second statement, governor subscribe his oath in presence of president. No, this is wrong. Governor subscribe his oath in presence of Chief Justice of High Court. So A is correct answer. Moving forward, question 2, which are correct statements about National Commission of Scheduled Tribe? Statement 1, it is a constitutional body. Statement 2, it consists of 10 members including its chairperson. Your options are one only, two only, both, and none. So the first statement, it is a constitutional body. Yes, under Article 338A. It consists of 10 members. No, that is incorrect because it consists of chairperson, vice chairperson plus 3 members. So total of 5, not 10. So again, one only is right answer. Moving forward, choose the correct statements from below about air quality index. Carbon dioxide is one of component to measure air quality. It is released by Central Pollution Control Board, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So as we have discussed that air quality index consists of 8 pollutants and CO2 is not one of them. So just keep this in mind. It is released by CPCB, that is true. So B only is right answer. Moving forward, question number 4. Which are correct statements about NGT, National Green Tribunal? It was formed in 2010 under Environmental Protection Act 1986. Second, it can take suo motu actions for environmental protection. Now, as we have discussed, that it was formed in 2010, but under NGT Act 2010 and not EP Act 1986. Second, it can take suo motu actions. Yes, it can take suo motu actions for environmental protection. So our answer is B only. And last question of the day is consider correct statements about biosphere reserves. Statement 1, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve located in Himachal Pradesh. Statement 2, Sundarbans located in West Bengal. So as we have discussed that Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve is not in Himachal Pradesh but is in Uttarakhand. Statement 2, Sundarban is located in West Bengal. So B is the right answer. So that's all for today. If you find this video helpful, then please like to this video and subscribe to the channel for daily news items. And if you have any suggestions for any improvement, then please comment your suggestions below. Thank you.